What's up, guys? So I still have the Sport Classic on the bench here, but the other day I took the Tuono out for a ride, and I made a couple stops, and at the third stop the battery died on me. I couldn't get it going again, so I was able to push it over to a parking lot. Luckily there were a couple of guys in their work trucks having lunch, and they were nice enough to give me a push, and I was able to get it push started and rode it home. But I think the battery in it might be the original battery, which is probably now, it's a 2019, so probably now like 6 or 7 years old. So I ordered an anti-gravity lithium battery for it, which I'm gonna put in, and I was gonna do it on the bench, but the Sport Classic is still there and the kickstand's not on it, and I just don't want to take it off the bench. So the Aprilia is over here on the other side behind the camera right now. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and yeah, just put the battery in right where the Aprilia is sitting. All right, so I think this is all I'm gonna need. I've got a 10 millimeter and a big screwdriver. I might need both. I might need one or the other. I don't know, we'll see. First we gotta pop the cowl off. The key. Set that aside. Oh yeah, I've got to remove the seat too, and that's an Allen wrench. I'll be right back. These are smaller. I think that's an 8. All right, so it looks like this little clip here needed to come out too. So I have to try and figure that out. All right, so I got those two little bolts on the inside removed. There were 2 of these in there holding the fuse block in, so I just popped those out, kind of pulled this forward a little bit, and now the battery's free. So just lift that out of there. By the way, when you're doing the battery, I believe the order is negative off first, then positive off. And then when you're putting it back in, it's positive on first, then negative on. So just FYI. I gotta clean that. All right, that's a little better. So now we're gonna get the anti-gravity in. trying to decide if I want to do the screws after it's in or before. I don't know. All right, so the battery is in. This little tab on the fuse block thing held the OEM battery in place. The OEM battery was a little bit taller than the anti-gravity, so it's just sitting on top of the anti-gravity. It's not really holding it there. So I just did a little backyard engineering and zip tied it in there. I just wrapped a few zip ties around the posts here, and it's just held in there now with these zip ties. I might do a little bit of research and find out a better solution for this, or ask around and see how some of the other guys have done it. But for now, it's in there, and I think should be good to go. Let's see if the bike powers up. That's the important thing. Yep, good to go. So then, let's get the seat back on.
Stay tuned right after this.
All right, guys. So I have a bit of an unexpected update in the battery install saga. So as you can see, I've got this interesting little piece of plastic here. After I got the anti-gravity installed, I was doing a little bit of research in the forum, and it seems like it's kind of a common problem, because one of the posts had a guy who designed this piece in 3D and then printed it on his 3D printer to kind of clip onto the top of the battery, and then have this gap here with the additional height serve as a spot for the clip on the bottom of the fuse box to kind of secure it in. I'm going to put a link for this in the description of the video so that, you know, whoever else wants to use it can use it, and I'll also credit the guy that designed it, because if this works, it's going to be awesome. Plus, it's red. I actually had another buddy that I have that has a 3D printer printed out for me, and he just happened to show up with red, and it's like almost a perfect match. So yeah, awesome. I was not feeling very good about the whole zip tie situation anyway, so I think this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to take the seat off, pop the battery out, and see if I can slide this on and make it work. Just cut this whole situation out of there because we don't need it anymore, and it's not great looking. There you go. Again, this little fuse box is just 2 hex head screws that are kind of deep down in there, but they're easy to get to. I'm just unscrewing them and then kind of like leaving them where they are, because there's like a little cup that holds it in place, so the risk of it like falling into the bike is kind of low. Actually, I might try and take this one out. I don't have the bike on the stand right now, so yeah. Just gonna leave it and pray. I'm hoping to do this without actually removing the entire battery. So I'm just gonna see if I can kind of slip this in there and get it to clip into place. Taking these screws because I don't want to lose them when I'm moving stuff around. All right, yeah, so that just clips right on there like that. Let's see if we can get it set back in. So I have the fuse for my battery tender pigtail kind of like running in the way of this right now. So I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate around that. Whew. That was way more difficult than it needed to be. Probably like 99% my fault because I just wasn't getting the battery seated in there properly. But yeah, I think now that it's in, it's great. I just wish that there was a better way to tuck this away, but we'll see if I can get the seat on with it the way that it is. I just tuck it right like that. That looks like it might work actually. Do a little test fit. That's perfect actually. So now let's see if I can get these screws back into the fuse block without losing them. Yeah, that just looks so much better. Awesome. Thank you, random guy on the internet, for a beautiful solution. That's awesome. Let's just get the seat back on. All right, that's a job done.